Today's adventure starts at Screamin Mimis Pizza. I'm gonna get a lunch special today before I do a little volunteer work with United Way downtown. So kind of another random video today of just exploring and checking out the nice weather, but what better way to start a video with some really good pizza at one of my favorite places. So my lunch special at Screamin Mimis, 2 slices and a drink with toppings, was a little over $8. This is some really good Jersey style pizza and a really good place for lunch. And I think their big pizzas are like 26 inches. So if you're in town and need a quick bite to eat, Screamin Mimis is a really good place for a lunch special. Down to my last slice. I think I'm gonna go to the parking garage and maybe get a bird's eye view of Savannah, as it is a gorgeous day outside yet again. So the parking garages were full, so I ended up parking in one of the spaces along the squares and on the side streets. If you visit Savannah, do get the Park Savannah app. That way you can enter your parking space number, as all these have, and just use the app to pay for parking. On the app, you can make your wallet and save your debit card. There are some meters still left in Savannah, depends on where you're at and where you're parking, but the majority do have the numbers where you can just pay on the app. So check out this cool house here. Not a Sears kit house, and windows are not upside down. Kind of funny. Over here I had to park on Warren Square. There is a parking garage over here. Warren Square, this is one of the quieter squares. Not necessarily away from the touristy areas, but in a way it is. You can always kind of find parking over here. Hello, Savannah squirrel. Hey, Savannah squirrel. But this is one of the quieter places, minus that squeaking dolly, in Savannah, where I always seem to find parking. So exiting Warren Square, I see my favorite bushes that I always see in this square, or the squares around town. Beautiful planters and sidewalks, but the coolest thing about this square is all the neat homes and trees that are around Warren Square. So always good just to check these houses out. They don't make them like they used to, and it's always neat just seeing the character and the way things were built. So. Oh, and here comes a bicycle gang. Beautiful day out. I think it's, again, we're almost done with May and it's not even 80 degrees yet. So just another gorgeous day here in Savannah. Somebody's trying to pay for parking on the machine, which you can also do that, but I find the app is actually the easiest way to just enter your parking space number and pay for your parking place. So this is one of the machines where you can get a parking ticket. Monday through Saturday, 8 to 8 is when you need to pay for parking. So a couple of blocks up from Warren Square, past the old Southern Motors Honda or Acura dealership, and you are on Broughton Street, which is one of the most popular streets here in Savannah. Restaurants, shops, all sorts of things. Leopold's ice cream, which is always a big one. Blick art materials. SCAD is down here, so I'm sure there's a lot of students that visit Blick. The Funky Brunch Cafe. There's that biker gang again. it won't be so much of me talking today because it's just another beautiful day in Savannah. The melting pot, the SCAD library across the street. And I know what this line is up here. It is for Leopold's, and it is always like that, but it is worth the wait. Usually the line is either down this way or going the opposite way. Viking hat Segway gang. Hey, you got your little bicycle gang, a Segway gang with Viking hats. It's always a good time down here. Planet Fun is a really cool store. Video games, vintage toys, all sorts of stuff. I have to do a video on that later at a future date. Savannah Tap House and the Marshall House, another haunted attraction in a hotel here in Savannah. Sushi Hana, a new restaurant. Day Spa, Namaste Savannah. Kayak Cafe across the street, and so many places to eat. So I took a little detour down Whitaker Street to show the Lady and Sons, a popular area, and actually show off one of my favorite signs in town, which is the Sorry Charlie sign. There's Polly, y'all. It's one of the coolest neon signs in town, I think. Sorry Charlie's Oyster Bar. So down past Sorry Charlie's is Ellis Square, where a statue of Johnny Mercer is. His grave is actually in Bonaventure, where one of my videos is, and we'll have to go visit that. But Johnny Mercer is a pretty popular guy in town. He's got a road named after him and a neighborhood called Mercer's Place. So Ellis Square here, usually they have the kids fountains going, the little water fountains going. But if you turn behind me, you will be in City Market. Have Bird's Cookies, which is famous. Prohibition Museum. Little Lego pirate guy. Gotta check this out. Or actually, Playmobil, not an official Lego, but close enough. The bird cookie guy. And the Prohibition Museum car. So I pretty much recommend every cookie that Bird Cookie Company has. And free samples when you visit. Back on the other half of the city markets. Art galleries on either side. Treehouse Bar. Get your carriage tickets there.
I'm not going to charge it. But if you did,
Savannah Sweets.
yeah, didn't call it canceled.
And Vinnie Van Go-Go's, which is another really good pizza place. The beef jerky experience. Of course.
That smells so good. Yeah.
They're worth the wait.
Smells like it. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
Would you like one?
Not sure.
Would you like one now? No, thank you.
So yes, free praline samples are the best treat. A 100 years of candy making. The Great Wall of Candy, amazing.
Good, how are you?
The fruit slices are my favorite. So after leaving the candy store, I have to go do a little volunteer gig. So I think after that, I will continue to walk around a little bit more, show off a little bit more of Savannah, and go from there. So again, this is just a walk around video of things going on in town. So I will be back, I promise. So wrapping up my volunteerism and heading through Telfair Square. I think I'm gonna go find a drink, maybe visit Fancy Parker's, and probably call it a day. Here in Telfair Square, they're actually redoing this United States courthouse. We can walk down this way. Oh, hello. Savannah is a very dog-friendly place. So you can bring your dogs to these parks. There's plenty of dog-friendly restaurants to visit. sipping cycle. So the Telfair Academy of Arts and Sciences, open to the public, created under the will of Miss Mary Telfair. The first public art museum in the Southeast, with a preliminary private showing in February 12th, 1885. Another museum to visit and do a video on Telfair Square is the Telfair Academy of Arts and Sciences. And a little down this way is the Telfair Museum. These riding bars where you pedal and drink are quite popular with bachelorette parties and all kind of little get-togethers. You can usually hear them before you see them. And this is the Jepson Center at the Telfair Museum. On Barnard and West York Street. At the Gather and Go. Then you have one where there's a guy driving for you, so pretty popular things to do in town. Walking past Wright Square, which is another fun square to check out, and one of my favorite Italian restaurants right down from here is Bella Napoli. Another horse and carriage. Barely caught them going by. This here, right here in this green awning, is Bella Napoli, which is my favorite Italian place in town. Great food, authentic Italian. We're hitting Drayton Street, so I think a visit to Fancy Parker's is in store. So walking over to Parker's, remember from my last video of mine, titled it the fanciest gas station, which it is. It's a fancy market gas station, and definitely a place where you can pick up a little snack or drink. No sweet tea. Oh. Unsweet fun. So gonna wrap up my video here, walking past the Kehoe House, onto another square, around from the Davenport House. Probably gonna wrap this up here for the day. So just another walk through these Savannah squares, around Savannah, just taking you on an adventure, showing you all the cool sights and sounds. Check that fountain out. cool how that branch is slumping down, growing out that way. The trolley bus coming by. Another beautiful day in Savannah. So I hope you enjoyed this adventure. Please like or subscribe and feel free to comment. And until the next video, thanks for watching.